The ambulance races to the hospital, followed by the children in one Escalade, the bodyguards in another. At the hospital, the bodyguards who protected Jackson in life lash out at those who would intrude upon his privacy in death.
Please, man. It's impressive.
I know. When it's this big, man.
And any second now, we're going to talk to a buddy of ours. He's on the line right now, Big E.
Big E!
Big E, you're on the air with John J. and Rich. Good morning.
Hey, John Jay, what's up with you, man?
Dude, I got your text message this morning, and I had no idea your connection with Michael Jackson. Can you explain to us your connection with Michael Jackson?
Yeah, man, I was his personal bodyguards.
As recent as how recent?
Just within the last 3 weeks, man. I got a call just about 3 weeks ago to go out to LA and to work with him, and he was getting ready to do it. We were leaving next Friday to go to Europe for the This Is It tour. So, yeah, man, I just been with him night and day, man, for rehearsal, man, and any errands and going out with him every single solitary day. Just night and day, man. It was just really pretty surreal, even honestly, to be securing he and his family, man, and, it's Michael Jackson, you know what I mean? I was still kind of in awe, man, but it was really, really an incredible experience, Michael was just really unbelievable person. He was just misunderstood by so many people, man. And he was an incredibly sensitive person. He was really sensitive to people. And me and some of the guys that work with him, one thing that we said we can take away from MJ was just the fact that, in the short time that we was around him, was just the fact that, he really wanted people to be treated right. Every single time that we would come out and leave out from out in the house, there's fans, if you can imagine, there's fans outside of his house every single solitary day. You know what I mean? So what he would do is he would always roll his window down, and he would he would always stop and talk to people, these fans, every single time. To some point, where I felt like, it could be detrimental to his safety.
Did you ever say anything to him?
No, I wouldn't, because he's very serious. That's what I'm saying. He's very adamant and very thankful and gracious to his fans. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it was something that, if we did that, it's kind of overstepping the bounds.
Were you with Michael Jackson yesterday?
Yeah, I was there. We were rushing him to the EM that morning. Yep, the whole time.
Are you in LA right now?
Yeah, I am.
So,
wow.
So he wasn't by himself then when whatever happened.
No, not at all.
And I heard that his children were home.
Oh.
Yeah, Prince and Paris and Blanket, who are, all really, really smart, beautiful, beautiful children, and they really loved their father when they were all around. And, I kind of had to comfort them, but we ended up we got them to the Mother Jackson compound, and once we got them there, they were in pretty good spirits, and they were really kind of more concerned about us. They were playing with the other children, Jackson children, playing with the pets, and they're concerned. They were kind of concerned about us. It was kind of shocking. But they're really mature, really beautiful children. You know what I mean? So it was really interesting, man. But they were in really good spirits, and I remember Paris said, that's to me. She was really asking. She was like, well, what is going to happen with you guys? And she was, and she turned back and she was like, well, my daddy's in heaven. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, man. So were you like in the living room? Were you in the back room? Did you hear screaming and someone said, call 911? And you
No. I had actually ran out for food, man. We were on the way to rehearsal, so I just kind of did a food run for me and some of the guys, and I got a call to come back immediately, so. Yeah, by the time I got back, man, it was, the texts were upstairs, and so I went upstairs, and it was just really, really crazy, man. Mm-hmm. We were practicing every day to get ready for the tour. We were at the, we were just practicing every day at the Forum, and then the last couple of practices were at the Staples Center, so we were just getting ready for the tour, man, and, I told him, like, I said, Mr. Jackson, so you look like you did 30 years ago. And he was like, thank you, and, You know, and he was really getting back to like really where Michael Jackson formed. You know what I mean? Just watching him, he was really getting crisp and really just being MJ. You know what I mean?
How did the show go for his European tour? Was he like, what did he open with? What did he end with?
Actually, ironically, man, like I was saying earlier, the last song was, I think, looking at the song list, it was going to be 19 songs, and the last song was going to be "Heal the World," the "Heal the World" song. So I forget which you know, what was in between. I think Billie Jean was close to the end, but I mean, you know, he was going to do some of the old Jackson 5 stuff, man, all the Billie Jean, Thriller. I mean, Dangerous. I mean, it was going to be, you know, the special effect. I mean, the whole show was just going to be really, really off the hook. You know what I mean? So, I mean, he was really going to give it to the fans, and that's what he kept talking about. You know what I mean? We want to make sure we give the fans a great show, and that's why we're rehearsing. And, you know, it was an incredibly huge production.
It sounds like it was pretty far down the line. I wonder, and maybe you know, is there any film of that will ever be released, of maybe a performance or two from the rehearsals?
Well, some of the camera guys were talking about that it might be HBO special behind the scenes. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, at least, yeah.
It was, he would have you know, it was a lot of, you know, guys kind of filming the rehearsal and filming the behind the scenes type stuff. So yeah, it probably will come out.
Oh, I hope so.